It is your Classic Metal Show right here on the ClassicMetalShow.com. That is Phantom X with A Strange World.
That's right.
And it's time to enter the strange world of Judge Akin.
Well, let me get that little bumper here. Here we go.
It's time for sentencing from Judge Akin.
All right. Well, I've got several stories here that have been submitted by the fans.
Okay.
Most of them are teacher-student stories.
All right.
But I'm going to start off with something that is non-sexual related.
Okay.
But this bitch needs to be sentenced.
All right. She needs a sentencing?
She does.
I am firing this up right now on Facebook, so if people want to follow along, I am going to be on Facebook Live right now.
All right.
So here we go. We're in the judge's chambers here.
How do people find this?
Just go to Classic Metal Show on Facebook, Facebook.com/thecms.
All right. So if you want to watch Judge Akin in action,
yes,
live on video,
that's right.
This is the time to do it.
That's right.
All right. A spoiled 15-year-old from Beverly Hills insisted she is being forced to live like a peasant.
All right.
After her mother cut her allowance from $5,000 a month to $1,000.
Well, I see why she's pissed.
Nicolette Gray dragged her mom Nina on the Dr. Phil show to argue that she should be giving her at least $2,500 a month because she works all the time and doesn't do anything for her.
$2,500 a month?
Yeah, she said that kind of like as a compromise, she was getting $5,000, but her mother cut her to $1,000.
Why was she getting $5,000?
That was her allowance.
What? I got to look her up. What's her name?
Her name is Nicolette, Nicolette. Gray, Gray.
Gray. All right. Court is officially in session here. Let's see what Nicolette Gray looks like. White girl?
Yes.
All right.
Dark-haired white girl.
Yeah. Not awful.
She's 15 now, Judge Akin.
Oh, well, in that case, guilty. Wait a minute. A 15-year-old getting $5,000 a month?
Yes.
The fuck is going on here?
Well, she lives like what's her face in that movie Clueless.
Oh, Alicia Silverstone.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
What the hell?
I want my mom to understand that I can't live off of $1,000 a month, and I grew up on a certain lifestyle.
My God, you must be kidding me.
She can't just take that away from me immediately.
Right.
So this young lady is upset that her mother took her money.
But she's not doing anything for the money. She's just deserving.
That's her allowance.
Oh my God.
Before her appearance on the Doc Show, Nicolette told the cameras that her mother raised her with everything she ever wanted, including amazing schools, a driver, a nanny, and personal trainers.
Okay.
It's the only life I've ever known, she said. Nina admitted that she gave her daughter credit cards without any credit limit at a very young age, and some months the bills...
Wait a minute. Her mother gave her unlimited credit cards.
Correct.
She's 15 now.
She's 15 now.
So she's had this from what? Like when she was 12?
She said at a very young age, whatever that is.
What fucking store will take a credit card from a 10-year-old?
I don't know the answer.
What is that?
Well, you're the judge. I guess you're the one.
I'm working on my ruling here. This is not going to be good.
All right. And some months the bills would add up to $10,000.
Jesus Christ.
Despite her already having a $5,000 allowance.
All right.
Her daughter loves designer clothes and shopping on Rodeo Drive, and Nicolette proudly rattled off pieces from her designer bag collection, including a couple of Chanel bags that cost about $5,000 a piece.
My God.
Nicolette said her favorite handbag is her Celine micro luggage tote bag, which costs $3,000.
For a fucking bag!
Well, I have a sister, which you know.
Yes.
She purchased a Louis Vuitton purse, $25,000.
Jeez, oh man. Does she still have it?
I'm going to assume she does.
Okay.
I keep it on a chair because it's just so special, she said. I literally think it's my own child.
Her own child.
That's what she said.
Wow.
The teen has so many designer bags, she isn't even entirely sure how much she paid for each one. When pulling out her Gucci padlock shoulder bag, she estimated the cost to be about $3,000.
Jeez.
These are my favorite pair of heels. They are Valentinos. I love them so much, she gussed while showing off her $1,045 caged leather sandal shoes.
My God.
Featuring gold studs.
Are you kidding me?
At the end of her clothes tour, Nicolette pulled out her Louis Vuitton Keepall, which retails for $1,420 to $1,860, depending on the size and the style. I really like this piece. It's Louis Vuitton, she boasted. Nicolette's spending habits are so out of control that Nina estimated she had given her about $100,000 in the past year.
All right.
I know I'm a spoiled brat, but I enjoy that lifestyle, you know?
Yeah, you know.
People are going to hate on me, but they wish they were me, she said.
Right.
After realizing that her daughter had turned into a monster, Nina tried scaling back her allowance, but Nicolette refused to accept her new budget without a fight. I feel like a peasant.
Like a peasant, goddammit.
I can't live like this anymore, she said.
Right.
I'm always out of money. If you ask me, I think my mom should be giving me at least $2,500 a month just to cover my basic expenses.
You're a fucking kid.
Nicolette admitted that she makes her mother's life a living hell when she runs out of money, and Nina tends to give in because she doesn't want to deal with the drama.
So wait a minute. All right, I'm just keeping the facts. So the mother pays her to not deal with her.
Yeah, basically not to deal with her nonsense.
Okay.
My mom refers to me as a Beverly Hills brat. It's true, I am a brat, and I'm not going to change.
Wow.
Not only does Nicolette want her allowance raised, she also expects her mom to buy her a $231,000 Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon.
What?
In matte black for her 16th birthday.
Seems reasonable.
Yeah. Nicolette told Dr. Phil that her mom is willing to get her a Mercedes-Benz C-Class, which she will accept, but she really wants the G-Wagon.
Oh, does she?
I will not be driving anything that can be considered an Uber X, Nicolette boldly told Dr. Phil, noting that her mom should be willing to get her the SUV she wants when she is buying herself a Bentley. Nicolette wrote to Dr. Phil's show in hopes of making her mother realize that she needs at least $2,500 a month because she does everything herself and needs the funds for that.
Yeah, she does.
However, her plan backfired. Nina was actually glad that Nicolette had written to the show. She knew she needed some help getting her daughter under control. While speaking to Dr. Phil, Nina said she spoils Nicolette because she always felt guilty about being a single mom who works 6 days a week.
Mm-hmm.
The talk show host pointed out that she essentially is compromising her daughter's values and making her feel like she has no self-worth without material goods just to make herself feel better. Nina confessed that she didn't even know how to properly punish a 15-year-old. She has tried taking away her phone or laptop, but she ends up giving them right back because Nicolette needs them. She needs a $6,000 purse. She must carry a lot of shit, Dr. Phil hit back.
Wow, Dr. Phil dropping an S-bomb.
That's what it says.
Wow.
Meanwhile, Nicolette insisted that her mother should have done better, claiming her mom never loved her as a child.
Okay.
She says that she cares about me, but still as a child, I was never loved. She just gave me money. She said while breaking down in tears. Nicolette doesn't even go to high school with other kids her age. She takes online classes because she just got traumatized at her school. Although her mom suggests...
My brain is ready to explode out of this wig. I'm listening to this and I can't stand what I'm fucking hearing.
Well, that's why Judge Akin needs to step in here.
Oh, Judge Akin's going to be ruling hard.
All right. Although her mother suggested the issue was her daughter's desire to keep up with her peers' lavish spending, Nicolette insists that there were other reasons she couldn't get into. The two were joined on stage by their friend Joel, who recently moved into their house to watch Nicolette's spending and to chauffeur her around. He admitted that the teen has a habit of calling people peasants, but he agreed with her that she said she was ultimately a nice person.
Wow.
Once you get to know her, she's a great person, and I love them both, he said. Yeah, because he's getting fat
a lot of money.
Yeah,
probably
he's getting fat
out
cash.
Of that. Hell yes.
I'm a great person, Nicolette interjected. I was just raised horribly.
She said that?
That's what she said.
Wow.
Joel said it was sadly true that Nicolette has no friends. Nothing that her loneliness has nothing to do with her not having the right materialistic items.
Okay.
I have my bags. My bags are my friends, Nicolette hit back. Ahead of the show, Dr. Phil said sent Nicolette to feed the homeless at a shelter near Skid Row in downtown Los Angeles to show her another side of life.
Okay.
It was a pure culture shock, and I was scared at first, she admitted, but she ultimately was grateful to have had the experience.
All right.
Dr. Phil warned Nina that overindulgence is a form of child abuse because it does cripple a child. He insisted that they needed to redefine their relationship, starting with Nina giving Nicolette more love and less money. Nina agreed that Nicolette should get a job, but her daughter was outraged by the thought.
Oh, terrible.
You can't just reset the button, she told the mom backstage, noting that she will absolutely not get a job or accept a smaller allowance.
Oh, she won't accept that?
She won't accept it.
Okay.
I wish I could take back the things that and make things better, her mom told her. I've done you wrong, and I'm really sorry if I hurt you. I'm really sorry. I know you're hurt. I understand your pain, and I just want to fix it for you.
And that's it?
That is it.
All right, let's get this here.
It's time for sentencing from Judge Akin.
All right. This is a very convoluted case. This is one of our deeper cases here.
Right.
That's very convoluted.
So many aspects to consider.
The kid is a spoiled cunt. And that has to do time. That alone does time.
Okay.
So we're already starting out at a 20-year sentence. 20
years.
Because it's going to take every minute of those 20 years to get her to stop being such a rich, spoiled cunt.
All right, so 20 years.
That's the starting point.
No, 20 years in confinement?
In confinement, yes.
In confinement.
Absolutely.
So she's going to be in a solitary jail cell
Absolutely.
for 20 years. Okay.
Yes. And she will have nothing. Not so much as a pillow for her fucking mat. In fact, she doesn't even get a mat. She gets to sleep on the floor. This bitch has been way too spoiled for way too long. Everything is stripped away from this cunt. Everything has to go. She gets nothing. That's the first thing. Her attitude is getting her 10 more.
All right, 30 years.
10 more she gets
Wow.
for that attitude that I'm entitled to this.
Right.
You have to give me this. I will not accept lower wage.
Right.
Lower wage. Lower free money.
Right.
That's 10 more.
Okay.
And she gets 5 more years just because I don't like her.
35 years.
Yes. So for her, my sentence, 35 years.
So
but that's
says
only,
Judge Akin.
But that's only for her. Because I want the mother to do every minute of equal time.
Wow. So mother gets 35 years
She
too.
gets 35 years as well. Because she created this fucking monster. She should have known better.
Right.
And she let it happen.
Okay.
And even on Dr. Phil, she said she's still begging the kid to behave.
Right.
So she hasn't learned a goddamn thing.
Sure.
So 35 years for her. And I'm giving the dad 10 years as well because he's paying for this shit.
Well, she said she's a single mom, so
there's no dad?
No.
Then where'd the money come from?
I don't know the answer. I don't know what her mother does.
All right, 10 years for whoever's running dad's estate. Money's coming from somewhere.
All right.
So that's what I'm saying.
All right.
35, 35, and 10.
All right.
That should take care of things.
All right. So she's 15 now. She'll do 35. Now, is there any parole?
No.
No, she's got to do the 35 total.
Because she gets nothing.
Okay.
And nothing means she doesn't even get to see a parole board.
All right.
She gets nothing for 35 years.
So she gets out of jail when she's 50.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, she can come out when she's 50.
All right.
But she doesn't get anything. I mean, she doesn't get handed new clothes when she comes out. When she comes out, she starts at the bottom. She wears orange jumpsuit out of the prison. We're not even going to give her the fucking $10 suit that most of them get when they come out of prison.
All right.
Nothing for this bitch.
All right. Fair enough.
So that is my sentence. This court is adjourned.
Next case.
Next case.
All right.
Do I need to play the bumper again?
No.
All right.
A former Adelaide private school teacher who groomed one of her male students for sex could be deported after being given a suspended jail sentence.
Okay.
In the South Australian District Court on Monday,
Yeah.
Bettina, that is Bettina, Schmook, that's Schmoock, was jailed for 22 months with a non-parole period of 11 months.
She was jailed 22, and she has what?
11 months.
She can get out in 11 months?
she was given a 22-month sentence, but after 11 months, she could get parole.
Okay, and how old was the young boy?
It doesn't say yet.
Okay.
However, both terms were suspended, with the 42-year-old placed on 3 years good behavior bond.
All right.
In sentencing submission last week, the court was told while no sexual activity ever took place, Schmook booked a cottage for an encounter with the boy, and that her actions could not be considered mere fantasy. In text released by the district court on Monday, the former Concordia College teacher appeared to counsel the boy who, the court had heard, feared he would die a virgin. Masturbation is completely normal and a healthy part of life, she said in one of the earliest messages. I even thought of telling you to sleep with someone as it helps to get rid of the aggro and the tension, but then I realized you probably had not slept with anybody.
Okay, now who offered that advice?
This is the teacher.
Schmook gave that to the student?
That's correct.
Okay.
You should not do it with a young, unexperienced girl because she might need you to make love to her, not just have sex.
Yeah, because that's what all the young girls are looking for.
It is from there that Schmook threw even more caution to the wind. I'm yours in every which way. You can count on me, she told him over the internet.
Wow.
I will teach you body and soul best I can. I told you I will be your friend online at the moment and in secret if you need me physically. The Advertiser reports the boy decided to have a sexual encounter with a girl his own age, to which Shamook reacted badly.
Oh.
I am so amazingly sick you threw your virginity away like this. Wow, she said. You must have been so very desperate. I just hope you managed to use a condom because no one likes STDs.
Right.
The court heard the boy tried to end the communication with Shamook, but this only appeared to inflame the situation. I loved you from the bottom of my heart, and you pushed me away.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry I'm not 20 and single, believe me. I'm actually quite busy and desirable, she told him. There's two ways this can go. Number one, nowhere. Number two, everywhere. You just need to keep your mouth shut.
Ooh.
The boy then told the parents, the school, and the police, and Shamook was arrested.
Okay.
Defense counsel said she had been affected by a 4-month-long hypomnic episode, a part of her undiagnosed bipolar disorder at the time of the offending.
Okay.
In sentencing, Judge Gordon Barrett said he took into account Shamook's mental health at the time.
It's a fake judge, by the way.
Yes.
I'm the only judge on these affairs.
And that she was unlikely able to teach again. He said he also gave her some weight to the apprehension and anxiety caused by her possible deportation, with the mother of the two being an Australian citizen.
Okay.
But he said it would be wrong for him to speculate on the likelihood of her being returned to her native Germany.
All right.
It would be wrong for me to distort the penalty that I should be otherwise imposed, the judge said. It would be wrong for there to be two-tiered system by which migrants are to receive a lesser penalty because of their liability to deportation. In a victim impact statement to the court last week, the boy said his contact with Shamook was initially comforting and described her as his best friend.
Okay.
But he said that their relationship became too toxic to maintain, leaving him feeling trapped and alone. Shamook had early pleaded guilty to one aggravated count of communicating with the intent to procuring a child for sexual activity.
Well, all right.
It's time for sentencing from Judge Akin.
Well, first off, in my sentencing here, I don't like the fact that she's a liar.
Okay.
And the fact that she said that she's attractive and could get other men is a bold-faced lie. She is not attractive, nor could she be getting anybody. She is definitely not a good-looking woman at all.
Okay.
What is she, 42?
Yeah, she's 42.
Going on, what, 90? She's not very pretty. Do you think she's got any kind of prettiness at all?
She's average. She's just an average middle-aged woman.
Her eyes look dead. She looks like something off The Walking Dead with a coat of paint on it. I mean, she's not attractive at all.
All right.
So that obviously goes against her. She's also batshit crazy, and I think I'm gonna take a little time off for being batshit crazy.
Okay.
She can't help the fact that she wanted to fuck the kid.
Right.
She's just a nut job. But in the end, having to bang that kid is traumatized. That kid is traumatized. You know, so I'm going to have to go. She doesn't get the sentence that other girl got. But I got to go 5 years, eligible for parole in 3.
All right. Judge Akin has ruled.
I have ruled.
All right. So she's in for a minimum of 3.
Yes, 3 minimum and good behavior. She can get out. She'll be 90.
All right.
All right.
Moving along to the next case on the docket.
Okay.
Every married couple has their problems. Some of them are financial. One person is out of work, or the other pair didn't make enough to support themselves or their kids. Others have certain dysfunctions in their bedroom that affect intimacy with their partner.
Okay.
But some problems aren't so cut and dry, and their solutions aren't always as easy to see. Take for instance, one insomniac mother from Michigan who discovered the mobile application Snapchat.
Okay.
And used it not only selfishly to betray her family, but also broke the law.
Okay.
Snapchat is an image messaging and multimedia mobile app created as a way to share pictures and messaging from one's friends, but only for a limited amount of time before they become inaccessible.
Okay.
It's an ingenious and fun application when used properly.
Right.
Our story begins with Brooke Lajenis.
Is this the name I need to look up?
Brooke.
Okay.
Lajiness.
All right,
Lajenis.
Let's see what my girl Brooke's looking like here.
She's a 38-year-old married mother of two living in Lima Township, Michigan.
Oh, I thought you were going to say
Not Lima, Ohio, Lima Township, Michigan. Brooke's marriage was for lack of a better term, unsatisfying. It wasn't necessarily anyone's fault, however. You see, Brooke struggled with severe insomnia, and it was taking its toll on her psyche, her behavior, and her libido.
Okay.
At first, Brooke looked for solace outside of her marriage and eventually began a clandestine relationship with a man. She knew it was wrong and that it could potentially destroy her family, but she couldn't help herself. Eventually, the guilt over the affair began to keep her up at night even greater. It was during this recent bout with insomnia that Brooke discovered Snapchat. The app seemed like a perfect outlet for her extramarital urges.
Okay.
She could send dirty, suggestive pictures to strangers or even acquaintances, and they'd be gone an instant later. Unfortunately, the allure quickly wore off.
Okay.
Brooke wanted more. She needed more than just her husband, and sending naughty pics could give her that. She soon discovered the main demographic that was using Snapchat were young men and women, very young men and women. This was something new and even naughtier, and she began to send a number of young teen boy pictures of herself in a bathing suit and performing sex acts.
Where's those pictures?
They were on Snapchat.
Oh, so they're not there anymore. Damn it.
She soon became addicted to the risque nature of it all. She would seek out 14, 15, and 16-year-old boys and begin sending them suggestive pictures, seducing them into speaking to her more. She shopped for them like she shopped for groceries, and things were about to escalate.
Well.
Finally, Brooke decided she needed to take the flirtations to the next level. She and two of the young men agreed to meet in person.
Okay.
So in the middle of the night, around 3 a.m., the mother of the two would stealthily make her way to the homes of the boys aged 14 and 15 to meet up.
Ooh.
She went to their homes.
Wow, she is a daring one.
Yeah. Once she arrived at the boys' parents' house, the boys would quietly make their way outside to meet. Then Brooke and the young boys would make love in her car.
There ain't no making love there.
Before they would return to their respective homes.
Okay.
This went on for quite a while until one of the boys' mothers finally caught on.
All right.
When the victim's mother found the messages on her son's phone, Brooke was finally caught. Her husband was humiliated.
Wow.
Her children were distraught, and Brooke herself was about to enter into the fight of her life, a public trial to defend her pedophilia.
Okay.
Before that, though, the mother of the 14-year-old victim came out to blast Brooke with a staggeringly upfront statement about her behavior.
Well.
The young victim's mother said, "You made a conscious effort on several occasions to make arrangements to meet my son, to sneak out of the house, start your car, leave your husband and children at home, and drive to my son's father's house, back into the driveway between midnight and 4 a.m., wait on my son to run the driveway, commit a crime and leave, but she wasn't done there.
Nope.
She went on to say, did you know that this was wrong? Did you ever worry about the harm you were doing to my son? In addition to these terrible, succinct, and cutting words, the boy's mother also claimed her son had been bullied at school for his participation in this torrid late-night affair.
He was bullied for fucking this chick?
That's apparently what the mother was saying.
Okay, considering that.
It seems that, though, the boy's friends at school say it's cool that he slept with an older mom, the young man is still struggling with what he had done. He knows that the boys at the school could never understand how he was actually feeling. He was to keep the emotional and psychological damage quiet, lest his peers' congratulations turn into merciless teasing. Judge David Schwartz presided over Brooks' case in Washtenaw County Trial Court, but it was a difficult decision any way you turned or twisted it. Mm-hmm. He had to take into account both Brooks' mental state, her clean criminal record, and the fact that she pleaded guilty from the start.
Okay.
This has been the biggest regret of my life, she said in a statement before the court. My family means everything to me, and I've caused them great pain for these regretful choices I have made. Though she claimed the sexual encounters were the biggest mistake of her life, it didn't stop her from doing it twice over.
Yeah, whoops.
Despite her impassioned speech about remorse, assistant of the Washtenaw prosecutor has requested the maximum sentence of, and I'm not going to say because I'm going to let you make
the please don't read that.
He claims that her seduction techniques were predatory and that she should be treated the same as any pedophile who lures children.
That's my decision, not his.
At the same time, though, both she and her husband have written letters to the judge suggesting that perhaps Brooks' insomnia is partly to blame for her sexual encounters with the teens.
Okay.
She was lacking in sleep.
You said the husband participated in this too?
That's what it says, yeah.
Okay.
She was lacking in sleep and wasn't in the proper state of mind to make a correct judgment. Unfortunately, her plans to meet the boys do indicate a certain amount of forethought.
Okay.
Let's see. Brooks' defense attorney has disputed the prosecutor's claims. In his opinion, the boys are not necessarily victims at all, but willing participants. Mm-hmm. This is, of course, as ridiculous as anyone who has ever been a hormone-addled teen boy can attest that you have no control when a beautiful naked woman approaches you and offers you sex.
Yeah.
Whichever way you turn and twist, however, there is no denying that what happened between Brooke and the two boys is illegal. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Perhaps if she had received the proper therapy beforehand, she might have been able to think more clearly about what she was doing.
Okay.
Eventually, the judge made his decision.
Eventually, this judge is going to make his decision as well.
That's who I'm talking about.
All right, let's see. I want to carefully think of these. This one.
It's time for sentencing from Judge Akin.
All right.
Before you give her sentence,
okay,
I'll tell you what she pleaded guilty to.
Okay, go ahead.
Brooke pleaded guilty to third-degree criminal sexual conduct for oral sex with a 15-year-old, 2 counts of third-degree criminal sexual contact for intercourse with a 14-year-old, 1 count of accosting a child for immoral purposes, and 1 count of furnishing obscenity to children for sending nude photographs of herself to a minor.
Okay, that helps the decision. That actually does her a little bit of good here, knowing that she's given everything she's got.
Right.
She sucks cock. She takes it in the puss. Probably takes it in the ass, too, just a guess. And the reason I'm going to make that guess is because the husband also requested to help her, which means she gives everything, which is why he's so cucked. Because she, regardless of the fact that she's fucking 14 and 15-year-olds, That's some good pussy if this guy's still willing to write letters for her.
Right, exactly.
So, I don't find her to be overly attractive, but I don't find her to be ugly either, and I can't tell if she's fat or not. That's a big problem I'm having here in the courtroom.
All right.
Is I can't. There's the one picture of her in the blue dress, and she looks kind of chunky.
Yeah.
And then the other picture in court where she's wearing the striped shirt and the black
the
yoga
black,
pants.
Yeah, exactly.
And those yoga pants look like they're working the seams pretty hard. So I think she's got a little chunk to her.
All right. Well, she is kind of, she is getting up there in age, and she has had 2 children.
Yeah. But for a 14 and a 15-year-old to get their dick sucked and fucked, that's still pretty good. That's pretty good there. This is a tough ruling for me. This is one of those that could go either way.
Right.
But I think after considering all of the facts that have been presented here, I'm going to have to go with 5 minutes community service.
And Judge Akin has ruled.
I have ruled 5 minutes community service.
All right. Well, I've saved the best for last.
Okay, what did she actually get?
She got 4 to 15
years.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought she meant seconds. Thought we were close. All right, go ahead.
I've saved the best for last.
Okay.
I'm afraid Judge Akin is going to send this woman to her death.
Okay.
Chesterfield, Maine.
Okay.
A high school teacher from Maine was fired this week after allegedly performing oral sex on one of her students during sex education class.
Oh, wow.
So she was actually giving them education.
That's a hell of a display.
All right. Get ready to type.
All right, I'm ready.
Peggy Sue Harvey, Harvey,
mm-hmm.
A 56-year-old woman.
Wait a minute, 56?
56.
Guilty. I don't even have to see the pictures. Oh, my God. Come on. Come on. Is this her with the red hair?
Yes.
Oh, no. No. I want to turn her around and drown her in that pool behind her. Oh, my God. That's not a woman. There's no redeeming quality to this thing. What's up with the mole on her lip? And oh, dude. Come on. All right, go ahead. I'm going to try and be unbiased here for a minute. But my God, that's really poor. My initial read on this is not going well for whatever her name is, for Peggy Sue Harvey.
Right.
Jesus Christ. My God.
Peggy Sue Harvey, a 56-year-old woman that has taught at Buckworth Junior High School for the past 22 years, has reportedly fallen victim to a severe nervous breakdown. Scared students called 911 during sex education class when their teacher started performing oral sex on a 12-year-old student in front of his classmates.
What? Come up here, Johnny. She's got smoker's voice, too. Come up here, Johnny. Now pull out your dick.
Well, that was pretty close.
Oh, my God.
She dropped his pants in front of everybody and started sucking his dick, recalls one student, visibly horrified. Students were crying and screaming.
Fucking right.
2 students threw up. And one even fainted, but she wouldn't stop. The woman that was rapidly arrested by local police is believed to have been intoxicated and under the influence of Prozac, lithium, and possibly crystal meth.
Wow.
The teacher had started to suffer from important psychological issues last October when she found her husband of 26 years in bed with her own 79-year-old mother.
What? Wait a minute. Her husband started fucking her mom?
Well, it said she found him in bed with her own 79-year-old mother.
Oh, gee, God, what could she look like? If she produced that with at least half a chance of it being looking good, what the fuck does the mom look like? Oh. Can I sentence the guy that was banging the mom and her? What's wrong with that guy? That guy should get death penalty for fucking misappropriation of his dick.
Right.
Jesus.
Harvey was literally devastated by the betrayal of her husband and mother and was never been able to be the same ever since, according to her coworker.
Look, I'm over here sounding like Eddie Trunk. I'm getting so worked up over this.
That's why I said I saved the best for last.
Flying fuck. Whiskey. Tango Foxtrot.
It is also at the moment that she allegedly started to indulge heavily in the use of antidepressants, medication, and illegal drugs. Peggy Sue has been charged with engaging in a sex act with a student younger than 16.
Okay. Wow. What, you want a sentence from me from this?
Well, I know what the punishable sentence is, but I need to hear Judge Akin's.
Can I kill her corpse when she's dead? I mean, what can I possibly sentence this fucking disgusting thing to? I mean, I'm going to sentence her to lab testing. I mean, Jesus Christ, she doesn't deserve death. People need to figure out what the fuck she is. What kind of fucking weird, crazy thing is this? But I got more sentences to give out than just to her. Yeah, she absolutely gets death, if not lab testing. But you know who else I'm giving life to?
Who's that?
I'm giving a life sentence to the superintendent of this school that looked at that with the fucking pink hair and said, yeah, you can come in and teach sex education. Come on. They had to look at her and say, she's never had sex before.
Right.
Come on. So, yeah, that guy should get at least a life sentence as well. And the husband that's fucking the mom, my God, dude. What's worse than death? How about death plus 30?
Judge Akin has ruled.
And you know what? I'm sentencing the mother, too. Death to her, too. And you know what? Her neighbors, too. Death to them, too, for not fucking hitting her with a car. There's not enough death to go around on this case, man. Those kids are seriously traumatized. Can you imagine fucking being 12 years old and your friends knowing that is what you fucking put your dick in for the first time? And now it's on the news? Kill them too. And the bus driver and everybody else. Anybody took them to that school? Anybody that ever did anything with these kids and let them go to this fucking torture chamber. I think I'd rather be fucking locked in the house with Ariel Castro. Jesus Christ. Guilty, 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 guilty. Oh, that is horrendous. Yeah, good point. Who is that? Nathan? Firing squad.
Right.
Good point.
Test her, then send her to the firing squad.
I'm for that. That's a great sentence. Test her and send her to the firing squad.
Well, there you are.
Absolutely.
All right, that's going to wrap up another edition of the Classic Metal Show.
There we go.
People love the Judge Akin segment.
I like the Judge Akin on the Facebook. All right, well, let's get the fuck out of here.
All right, well, the new wig worked out well as the new gavel.
Yeah, the gavel, the wig, everything. Yeah, perfect.
People love it.
Yeah, so.
All right. Well, that's going to wrap up another edition of the Classic Metal Show. We will be back in our respective studios next week.
That's right.
And we will be back and do this thing all over again. So we want to, say thanks to everybody who's tuned in and been a part of the show and been a part of the chat room and all the great memes and all the great stories everybody's submitted.
Mm-hmm.
So keep them coming.
Absolutely.
And we'll do this thing all over again next week.
All right.
What do you got to take us out of the evening?
The band is called KB36.
And where are they from? What are they?
No idea.
All right.
But they had a song that makes sense for this point of the show.
Okay.
It's called Get Out of Here.
Excellent. All right. Well, this is Neeley along with Judge Akin.
Yes.
And we'll be back next Saturday, so we'll see you.
Bye, kids.